My name's Paul and this is my 1972 MGB GT. I think there was just a car that I remembered from back in my youth, and I think they're such an iconic shape. They're big enough for me, you know, I didn't want anything too small, so I don't find it too difficult getting in and out of the car. And they are really drivable cars as well. They're a really enjoyable car to drive. They are a sports car, and you know, with a 1-point engine that's in them, they're more than quick enough to still hold their own with modern traffic. I spent about 3 years driving up and down the country looking for an MG. I got a clear vision in mind what I was actually looking for, but I just couldn't find one anywhere that fitted the bill. I think a lot of people thought I wasn't actually serious about buying a car, but eventually I found this. This was on Car and Classic. Ironically not far from where I originally come from. I was born in Hull and this was just over the Humber Bridge. The car was in very good condition, so I was really only interested in something that was already done. I didn't want really to start any great projects or restoration work. The paintwork that is on the car was as I bought it. However, I've done a lot of detailing to improve the paint to the standard that you see it today. Again, the wheels are like one of the highlights of the car. They weren't in anything like that kind of condition. I've spent hours working on the wheels to bring them back to look as they do now. I've replaced a lot of the bright work, some of the glass, just a lot of minor detailing work really. I like to have a purpose for going somewhere, so I won't just drive the car kind of without any set purpose. So what I'd like to do is go to shows, drive it to shows. So I suppose the start of the adventure for me was I entered the Manchester Classic Car Show in September 2017. It was a show that I'd been to many times, and I'd actually gone to that show looking to see if I could find one maybe, and I was kindly invited to display on the concourse stand. And from there, that was the first time I'd done an indoor show. It really kind of fired my kind of passion for displaying the car, especially indoors and on the big stage. And from there I applied to be a finalist on Pride of Ownership at the restoration show the following March, so that was March 2018. I spent weeks and weeks preparing it, detailing it. I was just so excited to actually be involved at something of that scale. I'd never imagined and dreamt that I would achieve to be a finalist in something like that. So I was one of the finalists. Obviously the show ran from the Saturday through to the Sunday, and it is a show that is voted for by the public. Anyone who knows me will know that I like talking about the car, so for me it was the perfect stage. I was stood there from the opening of the show to the end of the show, speaking with anyone who was interested in talking and looking at the car. And from there, fortunately enough, I actually came first place. I won the show, which was a massive thing. The award was presented to me by none other than Mike Brewer and Ant Anstead from Wheeler Dealers. Having been a big fan of Wheeler Dealers for many, many years, it was a great moment, real highlight, and something that'll probably live with me for a long, long time, really. So yeah, that was a fantastic moment. I actually applied in November 2018 to be a finalist on the Maguire's Club Showcase stand, which to me is the absolute pinnacle of displaying any car that you have. Again, I was fortunate enough to be a finalist on that. I didn't win, I didn't expect for a second that I would win, but I think that really is a showcase that if you can display your car on there, you're a winner for being part of the event, really, and that's how I felt. I was delighted just to be part of it. I think it's a car that I could never replace. I think if I sold it and bought another car, I'd never have the same affinity. You know, the car's been involved in, on other concourse stands, other indoor shows. I've won several other awards with it, and it's just a kind of bank of memories, if you like. The car was featured on the cover of MG Enthusiast in December 2020. There was an 8-page spread on the car in that, and I just think there's just something about the car that it's almost like we're meant to be together somehow, and I don't think I could replicate it with another car, not in the same way.